So in happy science, what we believe in is Lord El Cantare. El Cantare is the origin of the universe, God of the universe. And El Cantare is a god of the earth, earthly god. So El Cantare is the one who sent all the saviors, like Jesus Christ, Confucius, Zeus, Moses, Socrates, Muhammad, and Vishnu, Shiva, Krishna, and so on. And El Cantare, the earthly god El Cantare, is a very big soul. And El Cantare has many aspects, like Godama Siddhartha and Hermes, the god in Greece. He taught about prosperity and love. And Ophiuchus, he taught, also god of the Greece, he taught about miracles, resurrection. We enter our crowd, he taught about the teachings of the universe. And also, inside of our mind, there is a universe, he taught like that. And Tos, he was a genius. He taught many studies and science based on the religious truth. He was in Atlantis continent. And Ramu, he taught about political, religious teachings, leadership, and so on. El Cantare has many aspects. Then, now core part of El Cantare born as Master Ryuho Okawa. Then, Master gave more than 3,500 lectures since 1986. Then, Master, he has published more than 3,250 books. Okay, so these teachings is the biggest number of the teachings by one person in the history, in the world. Okay, in Happy Science, we are studying the biggest teachings in the history, in the world. And one of the core teachings is this Laws of the Sun. Laws of the Sun includes all the main concepts of world religions, like love teachings, enlightenment teachings, divine nature teachings, and also utopia teachings. Okay. These concepts are main concept of world religions. Then Master Ryuho Okawa, El Cantare teaches us all the religion came from one source, one origin, like Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Muslim. All the teachings came from one source, one origin. Actually, this meaning we are brothers and sisters. Everyone is a child of God, everyone is a child of Buddha. Then, based on this understanding, we are trying to create the world. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. We try to create a utopia beyond religious differences, beyond the caste differences. Yeah, so this is our idea. Why we have to work, we have to spread the El Cantare teachings all over the world. And as a Happy Science member, as a Happy Science staff or Happy Science member, what we are doing in Happy Science is exploration of the right mind. So you can please answer if someone said, what you are doing in Happy Science? Yeah, we are doing exploration of the right mind. Yeah, you can answer like that. Then Master teaches us how to explore the right mind. This is also principle of happiness. We practice love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. Okay? Make others happy, study El Cantare teachings, and purify your heart based on El Cantare teachings. Then spread happiness all over the world. Progress. This is what we are doing in Happy Science. Okay, so today's topic is the main points to overcome adversities from worry-free living. Okay, so this is today's topic. Then, to explain this point, I'd like to introduce mainly 2 points. how to, the main point to overcome adversities. First, we have to decide your direction, our direction. What kind of direction we should choose to overcome adversities. Then, after that, also change your perception. So these 2 points I'd like to introduce today. Actually, Master, he gave many points in this lecture, but just I pick up these points. First, decide your directions. So I'd like to introduce Master's words. What I would like to talk about is how we can learn to see current adversities as small hardship and bring peace and tranquility to the harrowing waves of our mind. This is an important part of our spiritual discipline. Okay, so our spiritual discipline, when we conduct spiritual discipline, please train yourself like this. See current adversities as a small hardships. Don't think all the time, oh, I came a big hardship, or it's too difficult, I cannot handle. Okay, as a religious discipline, or as a Alcantara disciples, Alcantara gave us all the teachings how to overcome difficulties. So there is an answer. There is a way to overcome your difficulties, our difficulties. Okay, so if we know the wisdom, if we learn the wisdom, then if we practice the wisdom, we can overcome difficulties. So try to see current adversity as a small hardships. This is our religious training, one of the main point of our religious training. So Master teaches us, your worry over your problems is a sign that you may be able to solve them by looking at them differently. In some sense, the problems you face are a test from the gods to help you discover how much adversity you can endure. Okay. So, member of Happy Science, already we are in the process of reincarnation. Okay, we born this earth for our soul training. So this meaning, actually, we cannot avoid difficulty in this lifetime. But after overcoming difficulties in this lifetime, you can attain the wisdom and precious experiences. This is the true meaning of treasure of our soul. Okay, so everyone has workbook of life. Workbook of life is problem in this lifetime. What kind of problem you have to overcome? Each person, this problem is different. Each person, this problem different. But you have your own problem. Then try to find the wisdom in your problem. Because this problem was planned before your birth. Then Alcantara gave us all the wisdom how to overcome this problem. So I'm introducing this kind of wisdom in this lecture. Today is just surface, just main point only. But please think the problems you face as a test from the gods. Okay, God gave you the problem. It's a test. But actually, this test was planned in the heavenly world before you are born. Okay? So please don't give up to solve your problems. Please don't escape from your problems. Okay? So Master teaches us, in such times in life, the most important thing to do is not lose our sense of direction. We need to remember which way leads to the open sea and which way point to the safety of the shore. This is a decision between two choices, and it's a decision we cannot afford to get wrong. Okay, so when you are in the middle of a problem, when you are middle of difficulty, there's a two decision direction, this way or this way. Okay, one way you can 100% can attain, happiness or wisdom or precious experience or final goal. But the opposite side is that you cannot attain happiness, wisdom, precious experience, and also good result and so on. So what is the point? What is the point? Master teaches us. It's good to take the standpoint of faith to decide whether a certain decision is the right one. Your faith should be the basis of your decision. If your faith tells you that the direction is right, then it is paramount to swim in that direction without hesitation, even in the face of a big wave approaching from the direction. Okay? So your faith should be the basis of your direction. If you have in the middle of difficulties, first, please calm your mind. Please calm your mind. Then feel which way is a proper direction to deepening your faith in El Cantare. Okay? And also to deepen your awareness. You are the child of God. You are the child of Buddha. Okay? So please deepen in when you are in the difficulties all the time. Try to choose faith, proper direction. This is the direction of El Cantare. Then also at the same time, please believe in your divine nature. You are child of God, you are child of Buddha. You have power to solve your problems. This conviction is very, very important. Okay? Please think. Because of your child of God, you are child of Buddha, you are child of El Cantare. You are connecting to El Cantare. You are connecting to the highest spirit in this earth and in the universe. So universe was created by El Cantare, primordial Buddha. So you can overcome any kind of difficulties as long as we are choosing the direction of following Lord El Cantare, creator, God of the earth. Okay. Then if you decide to choose the direction to follow the El Cantare direction, so based on this decision, please practice El Cantare teachings. Giving love, make others happy. Usually when we are difficulties, we want to get love from others. But instead of that, please decide to give love others. Okay? Then when we are difficulties, sometimes we give up. But please keep on learning, encountering wisdom, truth. So your attitude to study the truth can get the good inspiration, good guidance from the El Cantare. Then please practice self-reflection. When we are difficulties, usually we are thinking very, very, based on subjective feeling, self-centered feeling. But please think, many people try to support you, your family, your friend, your colleague. Okay? So please don't behave selfish way. All the time, give gratitude. Then try to purify your heart. then progress is a don't become negative. All the time be positive in your difficulties. Okay, this love, wisdom, self-reflection, progress. As long as we practice these points, we are choosing the direction of Lord El Cantare, God of the earth. This choosing direction proper way is a very important to overcome adversities. Okay, so this is the first point. And second point, change your perceptions. Okay, so this point is related to first point. Decide your direction. Okay, so to change your perception before explaining, master teaches us like this in this book. It's been said by someone who isn't affiliated with a religious organization that for most type of endeavor we pursue. So which means, any kind of businessman or any kind of people, not only religious organization, any kind of work, anything related to your work, we have a chance to succeeding if we gain the support of 300 people, okay, to overcome difficulties, overcome adversities. Actually, if we can get 300 people support, actually we can attain, we can reach certain level of success. So this picture is a image of 300 people. So if we can get the support from these numbers of people, actually you can attain happiness, you can attain success, and you can do many works. Okay, so how to attain these kind of happiness or support these kind of people's support. So master teaches us the type of person who brings happiness to others. Try to be a type of person who brings happiness to others, not the type of person who seeks to receive others' kindness. It's the kind of person whom others wish to visit repeatedly. Okay, so this is a basic our happy sense teachings. Okay, if we want to work with many people, or if we want to be happy, and if we want to get success, or want to receive great support, actually, if we take love from others, I want to get good trust, I want to get reputation, I want to get appreciation, I want to get sympathy. This kind of person don't want to receive good support from others, can't receive good support from others. Instead of that, all the time think how to beneficial others, how to be beneficial to others, how to make others happy, what is other person's good point, how I can support their happiness. Try to show something our kind intention to others all the time. Please think like this. So at that time, we can attain happiness. And this kind of person, many people want to meet us again and again. Okay, so Master teaches us the cause of the unhappiness we all experience can be found in this same kind of a misperception. What it boils down to is that we need to change our geocentric perception. Geocentric perception, our self-centered mindset, and doing so will improve our human relationships and help us fundamentally improve our work. Okay? So, geocentric model is a self-centered way. Self-centered way. Earth is the center of the universe. This kind of way of thinking. So instead of that, heliocentric model. Heliocentric model is a Earth is rounding around the sun. We are not center. Okay, like that way of thinking. So we can see, please see like that. Okay, geocentric model is I'm the center of the world. This kind of way of thinking, and other persons are, not center. I'm the center, and usually like a baby, their way of behaving is like this. That okay, that heliocentric model is I'm contributing. I have to contribute to the world, for the others. I'm not center. This kind of perception is different. So this point is, actually you can think choosing direction of God is like going to be heliocentric perception. Heliocentric perception. We are serving to the God. Okay, we are serving to the others. We are not the center. This kind of way, we have to change our perception. Geocentric model perception to heliocentric model. Heliocentric perception. We are not center. We are child God. We are child Buddha. Then we are supporting El Cantare, God's holy wish, Buddha's holy wish, and we try to support others. So Master teaches us, we can basically think of ourselves as either having a heliocentric or geocentric pattern of mind. Each of these two patterns, your own mental attitude, leans toward can determine the happiness or unhappiness and the success or lack of success of your life. Okay, so geocentric model, heliocentric model, which kind of perception you have in your life determine happiness, success, or unhappiness, or lack of success. Okay, you understand, right? This, geocentric model make unhappiness and also lack of happiness. But heliocentric model perception make happiness and success. We have to change our perspective. Then try to choose the heliocentric model. Heliocentric model means all the time try to support others. We are not center of the world and support God. Okay, so this kind of perception, we have to make many efforts. So Master teaches us, this is the reason why, through my teachings on self-reflection, I teach people to reflect on themselves as if they are looking at their reflection in a mirror. And through my teachings of love, I teach people to treat others as they would wish others to treat them. Okay. So this heliocentric perception model, we are not center. our life should contribute to others. Our life should contribute to God, Buddha, El Cantare. Yeah. So this kind of heliocentric model create happiness, success. Then Master teaches us, heliocentric model to, to practice heliocentric model. Master teaches us. That's why I love teachings, self-reflection teachings. Love teachings is not no self-centered way. Self-reflection is not self-centered way. Okay. So this is today's point. Okay. So today, how to the main point to overcome adversities. So first point was decide your direction. So direction is decide your direction to Lord El Cantare, God direction, Buddha's direction, El Cantare direction. So at that time, please believe you are child of God, you are child of Buddha, you have divine nature, you have strong power within. Then other persons are also child of God, child of Buddha. Okay, then Buddha, God gave us many wisdom. Study their wisdom, then practice their wisdom. This direction is very important to solve your problem. This direction, if once you decide this direction, you can reach the final happiness, final success. Okay? But if you don't choose the God direction, Elgander direction, you cannot attain the final success, final salvation. Okay? So first point is this. Then second point is change your perspective. Change geocentric perceptions, which means self-centered perspective, to heliocentric perception. Heliocentric is altruistic or selfless. Okay? Don't think I'm the center of the world. Instead of that, our life is supporting for others. Or our life is to support El Canta's holy wish, God's holy wish. Okay, so when we change our perception like this, actually we can attain happiness, success, and we can receive many support from others. Okay, so when we are in the middle of difficulties, adversities, usually we don't realize these points. You might feel it's a simple point. Yes, it's a simple point. But when we are in the middle of difficulties, usually we cannot recognize this point. Okay, so I hope when you try to guide people, when you want to support others, please share this wisdom with others. Okay, so this is today's point. Okay, so let's practice meditation. Okay, so before practicing meditation, meditation, as usual, we recite prayer to the Lord. Okay, prayer to the Lord. Lord is God of the earth, God of the universe. Then we try to make a connection with Lord El Cantare properly. This is very important when we practice meditation. So we will recite. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord El Cantare, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. Oh Lord, our Father, please protect this planet of love, Earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. Oh Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Okay, so straighten our backs. and relax your shoulders. Okay, so relax your shoulders and straighten your back. These 2 points are important when you practice meditation. Then please feel you are in the middle of very quiet place, like a deep side of mountain or full of nature, beautiful nature. Close your eyes. Then please start deep breathing. Breathing deeply into the bottom of your stomach. Breathe out slowly. Breathing deeply. Breathe out slowly. When you breathe in, please imagine the light of El Cantare come to you. So now we start counting meditation. Breathe in from your nose. Deeply count 1. Breathe out from your mouth. Count 2. Breathe in from your nose. Count 3. Breathe out from your mouth. Count 4. Please keep on breathing by your own pace with counting for 2 minutes. Start. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 6. Please keep on breathing with counting. So please return back to usual breathing. Now we will practice meditation relaxation. I will introduce